What the fuck?
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Alright, what are we into tonight? I wonder if we have any Chad the Bird.
Or Hulk and are fighting. Okay, this is Hulk smashes everything. It's the most ridiculous but amazing story that's been written so far, and it's not even done yet. This is only 3 issues in. So this picks up with Doctor Strange, right? And Doctor Strange and his Sanctum Sanctorum doing his own thing. And then Wong starts calling out, right? Telling somebody to stop. And so Stephen Strange, right? He just says, Wong, I've told you, if there is a problem, summon me. Don't just shout in horror. This is a sanctum. We already have far too many shouts of horror as it is. And he says, I'm making a portal to come to you. I'm sure whatever it is, it does not have to interrupt my very important Sorcerer Supreme business. And then as soon as the portal opens, he's just like, holy. Now, of course, it's Doctor Strange's way of saying it, which is by the shimmering shades of Seraphim, but the Incredible Hulk is there, as pissed off as he's ever been. And as soon as he sees Doctor Strange, he's like, Hulk smash Doctor Strange, and immediately goes after this guy. Now, the crazy thing is that Stephen Strange is immediately on the defense, right? Casting spells, protection charms, so on and so forth. And he just says, Wong, tell me everything. And Wong is just like, there's nothing to tell, Stephen, right? And that's where Doctor Strange is like, I mean, what did you do to him, right? Now, I don't know why he would just assume that Wong was the bad guy here. Like, what's Stephen's problem? But Wong says, right, nothing. He came out of nowhere, charging right at the Sanctum. His intentions were hostile, so the Sanctum's protective wards activated to keep him back until he smashed through them like they were glass. And that's where Doctor Strange says, then help me calm him, right? Cloud his mind so that rage starts to dissipate. But it doesn't work, right? And Stephen just says, like, it's no good. And he says, ironically, he's too clear-minded to Cloud. He's only thinking one thing, which is to smash everything, right? And so Wong just says, if we can discover what's made him so angry. Now, of course, while we're not explicitly told right off the bat, you and I both know the reason why the Hulk is so pissed off is because the English dub for One Piece doesn't come back until April. So that's a valid crash out, to be honest. But Stephen Strange just says, right, we may be able to calm him, assuming we remain long enough to extract the information, right? I like it. Keep me alive, Wong. I'm entering the astral plane. And when that happens, he goes in, right, and basically starts studying the Incredible Hulk to find out what happens. And that's when you switch over to the leader. And this is when it gets kind of silly, but amazing. It's absolutely phenomenal, right? So the funny thing about this is that the leader has this plan. Samuel Stearns, the guy who quite literally has a dick head, this guy has this whole scheme, right? He says, deploying said plan, this plan that he has, requires 3 things that I do not currently possess. Each item can be used to acquire the next, but that still leaves the first item open. I need a weapon. Thus, one must ask oneself, what is the best weapon? An adamantium skeleton? Perhaps beams of concussive light emitted from the eyes? No. There is a weapon that's better than these, stronger than these, and that is fortuitous, for the weapon that I require must must be the strongest one there is. And that's when you realize he's going after the Hulk. And so what he does is, basically using holographic tech, makes himself look like Doctor Strange. And then he goes to a speech being held by Bruce Banner, and then he takes a frying pan and whacks Bruce Banner over the head with it, and then takes off running, right? Bruce Banner freaks out, turns into the Incredible Hulk, and the leader just goes bolting to the Sanctum Sanctorum of Doctor Strange, and he even says, "Success. And now, follow me, you brainless brute, straight to the Sanctum Sanctorum." And this is when everything starts popping off. And so at that point, Doctor Strange is like, really? Really? This is how it happened, right? The leader impersonated me and did this and let the Hulk right to us, right? And he says, part of a plan to acquire something. I don't know what it is, but he says, Wong, go and find the leader. This is all a distraction. And when Wong initially hesitates, right, he says that you're going to die, right? If you stay here, the response of Stephen Strange, we will all die if Stearns gets what he wants. Whatever it is he's looking for, it must be an artifact of incredible power if I have it. And so at that point, Wong grabs the body of Doctor Strange and takes off. And while that's going on, the leader infiltrates the Sanctum Sanctorum. And then we find out what he's looking for, the Ring of Zona. And he says, even without magical training, it can be used to open a portal to wherever one desires, including to the vaunted treasure chambers of Doctor Doom, hidden and protected within deepest Latveria. And he says, it is a space where entry is forbidden, both physical and magical, by Doom's sorcery. But such protections mean less than nothing to me now. Now keep in mind, right, the Dungeons of Doom is still going on. Dr. Doom is no longer alive, right? So all the different artifacts and different treasures that he had at his disposal are all being plundered by people. It's cool to see this is actually happening, right? That someone like the leader is like, let's just go into the Dungeons of Doom and just steal something. Now he doesn't tell us specifically what it is. Instead, we find out what it is as he's hunting. He says, I will now take whatever I want. The Hulk got me the ring, and the ring gets me exactly as I calculated, right? The ring gets me my prize, the time platform of Doctor Doom. Now, this is no small thing, because keep in mind, when it comes to time travel within Marvel Comics, under any normal circumstances, if you just jump back in time and try to alter the past, you're going to create a branch universe.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
Wind, cloud, and storm. Hear my command.
Now, who am I gonna banish from this?
Rocket and Cloak. We're gonna need 2 tanks. Rocket and Cloak.
Pick your hero. Or villain, I'm not judging.
2 tanks, 2 healers.
Is a great gift. It must be used wisely.
I can't guarantee your safety. That's the sound.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
The time for pageantry is now over, it seems.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Gambit's made plenty of rivals over the years. What's a few more?
Be strong.
Locked and loaded.
Hey, real hard. Good here.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area is yours.
Be strong. I do not forget. You're alive.
Double KO.
You can't strike down a goddess. Be strong.
They hitting real hard. That's some serious damage.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Always glad to help.
Feel the thunder.
A winning hand!
Disappear! Chaos!
Sure am gonna be.
Speed is everything. thunder.
Hope I make the cut!
I am Groot.